Okay, I'm gonna put it out straight like this. I don't know how to give people fibs, or I don't know how to tell stories. I don't know how to tell lies. And I can remember, like all my life, I remember I heard Tupac say one time that he did so much for his black people that he wouldn't think that a black person would attack him or even do anything. But as we know, whether you want to believe it or not, or whether people want to call it a conspiracy theory or not, the bullet and bullets and the energy that killed Tupac came from black people. And it comes time and time again that is sad. And this is why I really like, when it comes to black people, when it comes to whatever we want to call Caucasian people, or when it comes to anybody, for a long time I stayed away from humans. I stayed away from people because people are full of corruption, manipulation, lies, and deceit. And everything that I say on this YouTube page, as I said before, I live, but over and over again, it really drives you, like, it comes to the point where you're sick of nonsense, and all of my life I've been sick of nonsense. I don't like nonsense, and it always feels that for when it comes to evil people, I learned in my life that a lot of so-called evil people and dirty-hearted people would agree with each other to make me look bad. And I remember I used to fight everybody that did that. And I could proudly say, and this is why I call people idiots, fools, or you hear me use the word retarded. It's sickening when we live in a world where people will ask themselves, why do good people get treated wrong in this world? You know why? Because you being good to people in this world, right? People love to use people. And I remember I had to come to the realization of that, of thinking like, yo, why do we see so much good people in this world say they don't trust people no more? And people would like to use the sick thing of say, oh, they got trust issues, or oh, they're not open-minded, or oh, they got this and that. Hold on 1 minute, please. I watch people do that for years, run games on people, and I watch people do that on me, where people thought it was okay to do foolishness, and when you get mad and angry and you express yourself or you do things to people that did foolishness to you, you're wrong. But this is like somebody stabbing you in the back and hiding a knife in their pocket. People always see the person that struck second, but they never see why did that person strike that person. And I'm not talking physical, and I may be talking in all three shapes, mentally, physically, and spiritually. They would want to know, why is that person angry? And I remember for years, people, even like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, when you look at certain things of we telling people to walk away, like, it's sickening. Like, in many ways, and this is why I say, like, I don't want nobody in this world to be people teachers that are teaching people nonsense. Because it's just for an example. You look at America, right? America was Indian territory, but don't matter how much we talk about that was Indian territory and melanated people territory, America will forever be known as the white man / Caucasian man land. And it doesn't matter no more, because we can talk all the way until the sun, moon, and stars come back. And people gonna just look at you like you crazy. People gonna look at you like you don't know what you're speaking about. People are gonna call you crazy. People are gonna call you an idiot. And that's the sick world we live in. And this is why I tell people, in the God you trust, or whatever so-called God you believe in, and that's to show you whether it's in America, or whether it's the Caribbean islands, or whether it's Africa. Melanated people would follow anything Caucasian people tell them when it got to do with religion or even spirituality. And when you look at that, you gotta say, wow, we really living in a sick world where the melanated person would actually think that the Caucasian person could teach them something. And in this modern day time, when we're looking at stuff, like for example, religion, that is one of the most like simplest things, but people like to not think. People like to think what they taught them. And what I mean by people, I mean all type of people, because the Caucasian male did the worst to anybody in human history, right? But check this out. You got some mysterious thing that you call the devil doing the works, but ain't it true? Or ain't it for real? Or ain't it plain and simple as we all could see? Who destroyed America? Who destroyed the British Islands? Who destroyed Africa? But they will tell you, no, this is a lie. That's not true. Because we all are supposed to believe everything that the Caucasian man say. Everything that the Caucasian man says in this world is supposed to be true. And what everybody else say, it's a lie and it's not true. So it always comes to me to show, right? When they want to say, oh, if you don't believe in the Caucasian males or even black people God, right? I ask myself, all humans on earth, where's God at? Because you're talking about Jesus Christ, right? Jesus Christ was constructed and created by Caucasian male. Jesus Christ was never created by no melanated people. But you would have a picture of a person that looks Caucasian, where you would have the world. Why you think, for an example, you have a world where they're always saying, oh, this person don't get along with black people, this person don't get along, because that's how the Caucasian male put it in this world, to make sure that he's going to have a problem with the black man and woman, and everybody else is going to have a problem with the black man and woman. Why? You know why they did that? Because the same religion that you look at, right? When melanated people and black people or brown-skinned people, however you want to call it, when they had something called spirituality, right? Because I'm not going to say no human created spirituality. Spirituality was banging in this world before a million years. Spirituality was banging in this world before you ever heard of a religion or a human. But humans like to tell lies in history, and that's why humans would always have mysteries in history. Okay, now, when spirituality was going around this world, right? Where was religion? Because I want to know, right? Simple fact. But people never want to answer real questions. But I give you real answers for real questions. During the Big Bang, right? Where was all the religions? During the Big Bang, where was these religions? And this is the sad thing that humans will keep on going through. You know, and this is why I laugh at people that act like they're new scholars. You just got your information from the internet. You just got your information, 13 years ago. You became a scholar when the internet became popular. Okay? That's how you became a scholar, because the internet became popular. And this is why I say I don't respect people that come on the internet and think they're teaching people stuff. Who you think you teaching when they had people teaching way before the internet came? So that you think the internet came and they have everybody talking this and that. People have different opinions about this and that. You think that people's opinions is correct? You think people's opinions are facts? You don't even have no, you don't have no rules no more for people to come on the internet. You don't have no rules no more for people to come on YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram. Anybody just come on there and say whatever they want. And when you say whatever you want, people think that's okay, right? No, it's not okay, because what are you teaching the world? What are you doing? So it always gets back to show you, what are people living for? What are you doing? What is, because I could know this, right? But the thing is, widespread humans around the world, what are you living for? What are you doing? Because if we ain't growing and everything is just dying nowadays as people is, and you have people got to fight to bring life back to life, it just shows you how these humans, I'm going to say it, are the worst thing that the Almighty and the All-Spark created. Because humans are a disruption to this universe. Humans but humans want to think that they're good. You're not good when you are causing the destruction in the universe. You are not good when you are the top predator and you are the top killer in this world. Humans, I'm gone. Live and learn.